Hi, and thanks for joining. It's Patty from PS Paper Crafts. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I show you how to use Stampin' Up! Products. So this week I've been focusing on wreaths. Every day I made a card with a wreath, and today is my final day, and this is a Christmas card. I'm using the Arrange A Wreath stamp set, which is great images. You can do Easter and Christmas and Thanksgiving, and even have a heart day or happy heart day for Valentine's Day. And it has these great dies. So I used this die, and I used some brass foil paper and cut out the background, and then I used this die to cut out the shaded spruce layer of green, and I embossed the background a little bit, added a beautiful bow. So I'll take you through this. I just wanted to show you the cards that I made throughout the week. So my first card I made out of feathers from the Beautiful World, and I stamped and cut this out and just put it around, and I have an embossed background layer. I thought that was pretty, so that was my first card. And then card number 2, I love this, the stitched leaves dies, which goes with the Love of Leaves stamp set. And I love that you can cut out the stitching, and then also it embosses the inside. So I love this. I used the new in colors on this one. So that was number 2. And then card number 3, I cased this from the catalog. And casing means copy and share everything. So you can take something you find on Pinterest, you just have to give credit, and copy it exactly or change it up. I did change this up a little bit, but I thought this was pretty. And this is the beautiful autumn stamp set, which has coordinating punches. So there's 3 coordinating punches that you could actually punch out the designer series paper that coordinates with this, or you can punch out the images that you stamp. And then one more I just wanted to show you, because I was very happy this came back. This is a card I made last year, and this stamp set came back in this new catalog. It had retired, but they did include it in the mini catalog, and I really loved it. So I just stamped this wheat around, all the way around in 2 different colors. So I thought this was a pretty card as well. I kind of love this look. That's right up my alley. So those are the cards, and then today we'll make the final card, which is a Christmas card. So I have all my pieces. I already cut out my brass foil and my green, and I just wanted to give you a little hint with the foil paper. When I cut out foil paper, to me it's a little bit delicate where it can pick up impressions from your sheets, your plates. So I like to cut it down as close to size as I can, so I'm not running a whole big sheet through, because sometimes you just pick up, I don't know, I'm probably blinding you, you pick up some of the indents from the plates themselves. You can also put a sheet of copy paper over it, and that helps a little bit, but just try to keep it down in size so you're not ruining your whole big sheet of paper. So the other thing I did was I embossed this layer. This is Whisper White, and you can have the embossed or debossed side. I like it this way, where it's more flat, but you could do whichever one you want. And this is, I'm looking for the, here it is. So this is actually an older version. They remade these, but it works, so I'm going to just keep it. This is called the Pinewood Planks Dynamic Textured, which is now probably the dynamic, the Pinewood Planks 3D. So it's one of those heavy duty ones. So I'll just keep this one because it works for me. And so I already did that piece, and I'll just lay that across. It's kind of funny because when you do wreaths, a lot of times you want to do it maybe on a 4x4 card, and then you have to make the envelope. So I try to make them that I can use it on this A2 size card. So let's get started. There's not a lot really to do other than putting it together. I will stamp my sentiment, and this is a very tiny piece because I wanted it to fit right in the circle. And this stamp is from the stamp set, the Arrange A Wreath. So it's the Merry Christmas. And I'm just going to stamp that in the Shaded Spruce. And luckily, it's a photopolymer, so I can see exactly where I'm stamping it. I'm just going to line it up here a little bit. Make sure it's all straight. And we'll just stamp it. There you go. I like the script. I think it's pretty. And then on the inside, so on the inside of this, I stamped sharing with you the glory, wonder, and miracle of this holy season. And I got that from this stamp set, For Unto Us. This is in the mini catalog, and it's beautiful. It has Christian sentiments for, you know, Christmas begins with Christ. For unto us a child is born. So this is a beautiful stamp set to have for any kind of Christmas card. But this one I'm going to use from the Wrapped in Christmas stamp set. And I'm going to do Let the Joy of the Season Fill Your Heart. And this has some great ones as well. Friends and family are the truest gifts of Christmas. Peace on earth. It's the most wonderful time of the world, of the year, sorry. So I'm going to use this sentiment just to change it up a bit. This would be a great card, I think, to make multiples of. You know, at Christmas, sometimes you're sending 20, 40, 60, maybe even more. So you want something, I mean, you do have to cut out all of the wreaths, but once you have that done, you can put this together pretty easily. So let me do the inside piece so we'll get our stamping out of the way. And on this, I'm going to do the same thing. I thought this looked, I'm making it holly and berries. I don't know if that's really what it looks like, but I wanted to stay within the stamp sets, and there really weren't. I mean, you could probably do part of this if you wanted. The other thing you could do for Christmas is the partridge in a pear tree, and you could put pears around it with the partridge. So, and that has the cutouts, so that makes it easy. You could stamp it, cut out the partridge and the pears. So, a couple other ideas. So let me get my ink and my sentiment. So we'll just ink this up, try to get this straight. And I don't have my stickers on, which makes it hard for sentiments, but that came out pretty good. And then I'm going to just take a piece of scrap, because I'll go off a little bit with the red berries. I didn't want them sitting right on the card. I wanted them to kind of go off the side. So there, berry on top. And then we are done with the red. And we'll just put these leaves on with the Shaded Spruce. So we'll just come out here. Oops, that one didn't go too good. I'll try to go right over that. Let me see. Oh, I made it work, yay. Okay, so we have our stamping done. We'll just put this aside, and then we can get our card together. So first I'll put some adhesive on this piece. And again, you can have the debossed or embossed, whichever way you like it. So I kind of like the flatter one facing up. And I'll have all the measurements and everything on my blog, pspapercrafts.com. And I have an online catalog there. I have an online store link. So if you do want to purchase any of these products, you can go right there and purchase them. It's very easy. I'll have everything laid out so you could just click on the item too. So it makes it nice and easy. Now we're going to just put adhesive just around the middle. I want the leaves and everything to kind of flow a little bit. So I'm just going to lightly, and this adhesive is strong, I'm just going to go around the middle. There we go. So we'll put this right on here, line it up. I didn't put any dimensionals on anything on this card because I felt that the bow made it a little bulky, but if you wanted, you could put dimensionals on this or on the sentiment. So next I will put the sentiment down, and I just want to lay down the wreath so I know where I want this, and I did put it a little bit lower so that the bow would fit nicely. So this will actually go underneath a little bit. So there we go. Oops. Okay, and then I'll also put, throwing things around here, I'll put some adhesive, same thing, just around. You have a little bit more space here to put the adhesive. So I really only wanted the middle to be held down. Isn't that pretty? I love it. I love wreaths. That's why I'm featuring them this week. It's just right up my alley. Next, we will put the inside in. So really, once you have the pieces cut out, it's a very simple card to put together. Okay, and then we'll make a ribbon or a bow out of ribbon. So I'm using this, it's like kind of a sheer ribbon. It's real red sheer ribbon. There you go. Let me just put the top on this. So we'll just make a nice big red bow, and you could use any ribbon. I tried some of the smaller ones, but I really wanted something with a little bit of you know, a size here, a bigger size for this wreath. And you just kind of play with it and adjust it and twist it and get it the size you want. And let me get my ribbon scissors. And you can put it down here. It's just, you'd have to make it shorter. I felt like up here I could have the tails a little bit longer. So whatever you like better is what you can do. Isn't that pretty? Love it, love it, love it. So let's get a glue dot, and we'll put it right on the back of here. And then we could stick this right on. Now the last thing I did was I put a little bit of these kind of berries on. I used the Holiday Rhinestones, and this month, August 2020, if you make a purchase of $50 or more from me, I will send you a free Holiday Rhinestone set. So they're really pretty colors, and really you could use them for anything. It doesn't have to be holidays, but it has the nice red and green. So let's put one right up here on the sentiment, and then I really put them on kind of this piece, but not every one. So we'll put one over here. And let's see, up here it's kind of hidden, and so 1, 2, I think I will put one up here as well. So kind of random, but I don't know, I'm not a good random person. I like things all balanced and even and all of that, so I have a hard time with that part. So anyway, these are the two cards, and I think they're really pretty. I think this would be great to get to make your Christmas cards with. I also have a Christmas card kit club that's going on, and you can go to my website and look for Christmas Card Kit Club, and I'll be making for 3 months. You can purchase the kits, and it'll have everything except for the stamps, ink, and adhesive. And you can make 16 cards each month, so you'll end up with 48 cards at the end of 3 months, and you can just send them out, write them up and send them out. So anyway, thanks for joining. I appreciate your time, and have a good day.